We were off a week, but we're back. Check it out. TNIAB's Fall Anime Club episode 5 and 6. Here we go. Goblin Slayer's where we're at.
Hisashi Buri Dana Vincent Chan.
What the fuck did you just call me?
What?
What?
Vincent Kun?
What?
Is that what you want?
Bitch, it's Sama.
How fucking dare you? It's Dono, you motherfucker. Get these honorifics straight, or I'll stab you with an umbrella.
I mean, wait, hold on. I'm older than you. You'd have to say senpai.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you
I don't
do.
gotta say
Yo,
shit.
you gotta say that.
We've been friends long enough to where I'm just gonna be like, yo, Vince.
No, you gotta be like senpai.
No.
Yeah. And
No.
you gotta be like, hi, senpai.
Oh, hi.
Hi,
Hi.
senpai.
Dozo.
Yeah.
So yeah, anime.
Yeah.
We're in full weeb mode. Let's
Yeah,
go.
Here we do it.
Goblin Slayer.
Episode 5. A day in the life of a goblin slayer when he's not goblin slaying.
We just watched this episode. What the fuck happened?
I
don't
know.
remember.
He went around. He met all his friends.
He basically did side quests. Like
Yeah.
he filled out his social links.
Yeah. That's all this episode was. Nothing. I think you're right. The kids with the club who lost his sword.
I think that was just a fun side story to show that Goblin Slayer could be a dude. He could be a bro.
He could help out without actually helping.
Yeah.
And we found out that the guild lady has a secret crush on him. I think that was the most revealing plot point.
Yeah, like
of the episode.
that the guild lady has always had a thing for people who are very straight laced.
Yeah, and she likes the goblin slayer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who wouldn't? Look at that armor.
Can't trust a man who doesn't have a face.
Can you trust people who do have faces?
No.
Exactly.
Well, even less so if he doesn't have a face. Never tell what he's saying. Yeah, so that's what this episode is about. Side quests galore. Inconsequential side quests.
Yeah. Just a gaining experience.
Yeah.
Because next episode,
Yo.
oh hot damn,
Yes.
goblin slaying from across the land.
Yes.
They go to Water City.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, isn't it called Water City?
I think it's Watertown.
TJ's a Water City or Watertown? Watertown.
Regardless, it's a dumb name.
It's the Vatican.
Let's go to Watertown. Yeah. All right. They went to Watertown and they met the number 2 ranked hero.
No, they weren't number 2 ranked. They were ranked the second highest rank.
Second highest rank.
They are in there, like there are the people who are also second highest rank.
You're right. She's the sword maiden.
Yeah, the sword maiden also is the second highest ranked, right? But she's also the one who defeated the demon king.
Yeah.
So what the fuck are level 1s doing? What are the top brass doing? What are they doing?
I don't know. Anyways, for a quick description, the sword maiden is 2B from Nier Automata.
No, she's the
meets Saber.
She's the justice scale lady from the U.S. Government building.
Oh, I guess that's what we're
right.
looking
Like
for. Yeah,
she's
does
the
have
scales, and she's blind because justice is blind, and she
yeah.
controls the law.
Oh yeah, she does. No, when you put it like that, she's even lamer.
America.
Yeah, and for some reason she can't take out the goblins that are in her underground tunnels
Because she's
and
blind.
sewers. Who cares?
Can't see shit.
Who cares? She can see goblins, clearly.
I guess.
She told the story about the goblin.
Yeah, but other people told her. She didn't see it.
Oh, she saw it. She saw it.
I guess.
She saw it with her mind's eye.
yeah. That's probably some bullshit. Yeah.
She saw it. She knew what was happening. So she's like, "Yo, Goblin Boy, can you do it?"
He's like,
goblins,
I'm there.
It's like, I can do this. But I got all these restrictions.
No poison. No setting things on fire.
Yeah.
Because you'll hurt our sewer system. And also, don't poison the water.
Yeah. He's like, oh.
I guess.
Like,
Ugh.
whoa.
I guess I'll throw this poison away. I guess I'll drink this poison.
So what they do is they go to the sewers.
Yeah.
They fight some goblins.
Yeah, they get like anime. They get straight anime powers in this one.
Yeah, they do. So for some reason, it's like they upped the budget, and the show finally looks like a proper anime.
Yeah, and people's skill level in the show is directly proportioned to the budget of animation happening.
I don't know what happened. It's like for the longest time, this show looked like it was on the fringes of collapse.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, they got some money. and they're like, we make more frames now.
Yeah, Goblin Slayer basically did Flash Step.
Yeah.
And then he like clear cut 3 goblins.
Yeah, he did some cool shit.
Yeah.
And then
Goblins came on a boat.
yeah, we're like, oh, pirate goblins are a thing.
I feel like I'm getting disappointed with this show.
So am I.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's just goblin killing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what I expected from a show called Goblin Slayer. Like, they are delivering what is advertised, but they keep trying to build a world around slaying goblins.
Yeah.
And it's not working.
I'll tell you what, it is nothing like the first episode.
The first episode was something.
Like, it was simple and it was to the point, and it let you know we're not afraid to go there.
Yeah.
Now we're at like, we got our party, we're a band of characters, we're doing shit, but we're just still slaying goblins.
And nothing has gone as the first episode, right?
Yeah, like we haven't progressed anywhere.
Like, I feel like they started on a high note and then just like they probably should have saved that scene maybe for later on, like when you have an established character who you've invested in, and then they get fucked.
Oh no, I think that's too much. I think that's too much for some people. I think people would burn that studio down. I mean, I'd be all for it, but yeah, I think the studio would burn.
But the thing is, the problem with starting a show like that is like, where do you go from there?
Yeah.
And according to this show, it's nowhere.
Yeah.
Like it is the same
nowhere.
formula every 2 episodes. Is have a slice of life episode and then slay goblins in a dungeon.
Yeah.
And even though they keep doing cooler things, like they keep doing very advanced like D&D stuff, like putting holy light on the alligator's tail. So that the goblins on the boat thought it was a light to escape to the city and stuff. But
yep,
like that can only go so far. And their powers aren't interesting enough to where I'm like, that's rad. I'm just like, oh, that's a D&D thing. Right? Like no one's, like you only get the flash step once. No one's doing crazy like crescent moon, turn my sword into sakura petals, bleach shit.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like I'm not enjoying the show as much as I did from the beginning.
Same. It's all right.
It slays goblins.
But they introduced an alligator.
Oh man, albino alligator.
Yeah.
Yo,
A
about
swamp dragon.
swamp dragon, albino alligator / swamp dragon, best girl 2018.
It's a bold statement. That's a bold statement.
Yo, she ate the shit out of those goblins.
I don't know if she's the best girl 2018.
I think she's in the running at least. I'll keep her in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe a runner-up.
Okay.
I'll think about it.
All right. I'll give you that. Sure. So that was Goblin Slayer.
Mhm.
They slayed some goblins. Big surprise.
What? No way.
On to JoJo, Golden Wind.
So we're episodes 5 and 6.
Yes. We meet the crew.
We finally meet Buccialetti's crew.
Yeah.
Bruno. Why do I keep saying his last name? Bruno's crew. We meet Bruno's crew. It's so much easier to say.
I don't know any of their names except for, is it Araccio?
Abaccio?
Abaccio?
Yeah, Abaccio is so
Archipelago?
there's Abaccio who's tall, has the long
Anti-
hair,
Antipasto?
used to be a cop. There's Mista, who has the half crop top
With the blue?
with the blue.
Oh, okay.
There's Fugo, who has the green thing. He's blonde with the green suit, and he's got the holes inside him.
Yeah.
And there's
The kid.
Non-Sirati.
Non-Sriracha.
Not
Sriracha.
Sriracha.
Not Sriracha.
Not Sriracha.
Yeah.
And then the dumbass delinquent.
Yeah.
Right? And so we finally meet Bruno's crew.
Yeah.
And Giorno is introduced.
Yeah.
He's like, hey man, here's the crew, what's going on?
Yeah.
They do a little razzing, you know? They kind of get him in there, a little initiation. By pissing into a teapot.
Yeah, so the way they animated this, I'm like, what's he doing? Like,
Piss.
Like,
but they can't show a dick.
I know,
right?
but the way that he has his hand there, and like the fact he doesn't make no mention to like,
oh, we're gonna do it,
undoing his pants.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't get it. Is he just like filling some yellow liquids?
Nah, he's pissing into it.
Yeah.
And they try and get Giorno to drink piss.
So this is the part where like this is 100% Japanese culture that I do not understand.
Okay.
Where they're like, "Oh, you already thanked me for pouring you, so you must drink this.
You have to drink it, or else it'd be
that's
a waste."
The part I'm like,
yeah, I think that's bullshit. Like even after like, yo, that's just tea. Like that's not tea. That's piss. Like I'm not drinking this. Fuck that. But yo, Giorno, because he's a man, drinks the piss, or does he?
I don't know.
He doesn't.
But so like, okay, so Anthony, if I pissed in your tea and you knew it was tea, or sorry, if you pissed in my cup and I knew it, like we both established that I knew what it was, and I drank it anyway, would you still trust me?
I don't know.
Right?
I think I'd be like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Yeah. Which they were.
But were they?
After he said, I'm also hiding a power, then they're like, oh, right?
Okay,
Because he
yeah.
turned his tooth into a jellyfish, and now he has a piss jellyfish for a tooth.
That's fucking disgusting. Oh.
I don't know how he got that out.
So what I want to know is like, so the piss had to touch him, right?
Had to touch the jellyfish at least.
I
Maybe
thought-
his lips.
I thought the piss turned into jellyfish.
No, he turned a tooth into a jellyfish that was dried out, and then because jellyfish are like 99% water, it soaked up into
So
the jellyfish.
how does he? Does he go to the washroom and just empties out his tooth?
I guess so.
That's disgusting.
Like he just squeezes his tooth out in the sink.
That's gross.
Yeah, and at this point, all of the other crew members and their powers are a mystery.
Yes.
So that whole initiation thing, but meanwhile, Bruno has been asked to do something basically by one of the townspeople. It is established that Bruno is one of those like respectable gangsters, like Giorno has come to admire, and the reason why he wants to be a gang star. And
Right, that's the purpose.
right,
Gang star.
yeah. So he wants to be a gang star. He wants to get to the top, and it's established again that Bruno is one of those respectable gangsters. It turns out that someone's son has been beating his mom, who's a little old lady, and they have to basically like, I'll go talk to your son, do all this shit.
Yep.
And then once he hears about, he does the whole thing. He does that on the side. And then once he hears about Poplio's suicide,
Yes.
right? They go and grab a boat,
Yes.
and they're like, I got a secret. We're all going on a little adventure. We're going out, and it turns out Poplio had, I say you say Poplio like the Pokemon.
It's Poplo?
Yeah, Poplo. Poplo had
Treasure?
a treasure worth 10 million lire.
A lot of money.
It's a lot of cash. And it's hidden, and only Bruno knows where it is because he hid it. And they get on the boat, and they get attacked by a stand. Fugo disappears. Mista disappears. Not Sriracha
Not
disappears.
Sriracha
Not
disappears.
Sriracha disappears.
Yeah.
And it's left with Abbacchio, Giorno, and Bruno.
Hmm.
They're all trying to figure out the stand power. Giorno sacrifices himself because Abbacchio says, I don't trust him.
Yeah.
Right? So it's just like, listen, I'll help you get a hint. He sacrifices himself to the stand power. And Abbacchio's like, all right, let's do this. And then we get into episode 6. And episode 6 is all about the fight. It is 100% the fight. It turns out Abbacchio's stand power is the ability to rewind any event. So his stand is at all times keeping a record or a saved instant replay of the world around him.
So useful.
Right?
Now that's a superpower I can get behind.
Yeah. And so what he does is like, well, not Sriracha was the first person to get demolished. So I'm going to turn my stand into him from 5 minutes ago. And we will see what happened to him. And it turns out that the enemy stand is deflating people.
Yeah.
Like they have a little rapier, poke a hole in them, and when that rapier hits them, they get deflated, and they can be pulled through little sections of the boat into pipes and sewage, like drainage and stuff like that. And then this is where I don't really know how to explain what happens unless you see it. Because there's a little thing, there's a little something that's off at the beginning or the end of the last episode. Because when they get the boat, they want the leftmost boat. And they're like, A-okay, no issues. And they get the key for boat 1.
Mm-hmm.
When they leave on boat 2.
Mm.
So, what happened was that the stand user deflated boat 2. And wrapped it around boat 1. So there were 2 boats. So when they opened up the pipes and they're like, he's in there, but he's not in there. Like they had a pipe open, and you know where your stand is at all times within relatives like to you. And he's like, well, Abbacchio's like, well, my stand is there and he's in the pipe, but he's not in the pipe.
Mhm.
Why is he not in the pipe? And it's because he was in the pipe for the surrounding boat, not for the real boat. And Bruno put a hole all the way down to the bottom of the boat, flooded it, and was like, I know what's happening. I got this. I'm like, how the fuck did you know that there was a boat wrapped around the other boat? That's some bullshit. It was so impressive bullshit, but it was some bullshit. And he basically says, like,
His sixth sense was just
Yeah.
like,
there's another boat here. This is why I'm the captain.
He did just come to that conclusion.
Yeah.
He was just like, there's another boat. Like, no build up. No, just.
I got it. So he punches a hole all the way through, starts flooding it, and he's like, well, you're basically in the bridge, right? If you don't want to drown, you better get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And yeah, the boat starts sinking.
Yeah.
And when that boat sinks, it releases the other boat, the real boat.
Yeah.
The fake boat sinks. The real boat is still there. And the stand person is revealed. And he gets decapitated.
Yeah.
He gets his neck unzipped from his body, which is pretty cool. But yeah, he's like, I did it. I fucked them all up. We beat our first stand user.
Yeah.
And the next episode is about 6 bullets, which is not
who's 6 bullets?
Mista. It's not his stand. So they have to change all of the stand names in the translation because they can't get the rights to legally call it what they are.
Yeah.
This stand, 6 bullets, is called Sex Pistols.
Oh,
which is a punk band from the UK.
I've heard of them.
Yeah,
they're pretty good.
They're very classic. They're very influential in the alt rock punk scene.
Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah, but dude, what'd you think about Second Boat? What'd you think about deflating people?
Yeah, I was surprised.
To say the least.
I did not see that coming. Yeah, when he cut it, and then it just revealed, I was just like, I was speechless. I didn't have a reaction. I was
like I looked at you and you're just like, like you're like, what?
I was like,
The only words that came out of your mouth were after the battle was done, and you're like, so wait, there were 2 boats?
Yeah.
Which is an appropriate reaction.
Yeah, I just didn't know. I was okay. Like I said, at some point you just have to accept it.
Yeah.
And okay, there was 2 boats.
There were 2 boats.
And he was so that's the part I don't get. He was in the pipes of the fake boat, right?
Yes.
But the fake boat is only wrapped around the real boat.
Mm-hmm.
So why was the fly going around the center of the real boat?
So was it that?
Like that's the part that I
like I'm trying, like I get why he, like, because it's wrapped around it, but it still has all of its pieces, right? Because like when they showed not Sriracha, it's basically his flesh is stretched out like a condom and it's very rubbery or whatever.
Yeah.
But he still has a pulse and all of his body functions work as normal.
Yeah.
So I think that he would take them from the first boat, hide them in the other boat because the other boat's still working as it is normally, right?
Okay.
But the part where I don't get is like, unless the boat is either double in size, or the first boat is just within the tubes, right? Then what's happening? Yeah. So, I should look up an explanation for that because I read one and it made sense when I read it.
Did it?
It did.
Or were you just dying for something to explain
No.
you would accept anything?
No, I'm pretty sure it made sense when I read it.
Okay.
But I don't remember what it was because I read this a long time ago.
Okay.
But yeah, 2 boats.
2 boats. 5 guys.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. So yeah, they are now well on their way to finding the treasure. You're going to learn about Mista next episode.
I take it we're not finding the treasure for a while.
You'll see.
Okay.
You'll see.
Okay.
But yeah, so we're 6 episodes into each.
Yeah.
Normally that's halfway through
Yeah.
a season.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about both shows?
Goblin Slayer, it's been like a slow disinterest.
Mm-hmm.
JoJo, I'm more or less where I started,
Okay.
where it's like I don't know what's happening, but it's not pushing me away, but I'm still not being drawn in.
Okay.
I'm
It's not. It's whereas Goblin Slayer to you is like a kind of a very slow decline.
yeah.
Yours is just level.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like JoJo's one of those shows where it's like cuz like technically it's not bad, like it's not like a under budget or you know what? I still can't get around the art style.
The constant switching of colors and stuff,
No.
or is it still the guy liner?
The guy line, the way the guys they just draw faces.
Okay.
I'll never accept it.
All right.
I mean, like they also explained in this episode the background of
Abacchio?
Abacchio.
Yeah. When he's a cop?
Yeah, and I'm like, when the fuck was he a cop? How old is he when he was a cop? But it looks like he's younger now. And I thought he was also 15 like that other dude, but
Nope.
And he's like mid-20s, 30, who knows?
I think so. Yeah. Man, stress makes you young. I guess.
Oh man.
I guess.
If only that were true, right?
So yeah, that's episodes 5 and 6 of both shows.
Yeah.
There's definitely lots to talk about. So if you are listening, definitely write us in with your opinions on either or.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see you next episode, I guess.
Yeah, number 7.
Like, to be honest, I kind of liked the fact that we got 2 episodes because we
Mm-hmm.
kind of got we got a chunk to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if we want to do it bi-weekly.
I don't know. Do you?
We'll see.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah. It's anime.
It's anime. Listen, if it's anything, it's anime for sure.
All I know is that us watching these 2 shows,
Mhm.
we have picked the wrong show.
What? Because we're not watching Gridman?
Yes.
Thigh, the anime?
I'm gonna talk about it at some point, but that show just does things for me.
Do you know what Soapland is?
Soapland?
Yeah. Like, in Japanese culture, do you know what Soapland is?
No.
Soapland is basically like the red light district,
Oh.
right? It's Soapland. You go get a massage. Right?
Oh, I see the
Right.
loose connection.
So, I was on a Discord,
Oh.
and they posted a picture, a very provocative picture of the girl from Gridman.
Oh, Megatron?
Yeah, Megatron.
Yeah.
So she's like what in that show? 16?
You're talking about the girl with the black hair?
Yeah, and the short shorts.
Yeah,
and
with the thighs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So her. And they're all like, man, that show's so good, blah, blah, blah. And the guy posted like a very provocative picture.
Yeah.
And I go, and he's like, oh, is there a better picture of her? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I think the only picture that's going to be better than that one is if you go to Soapland. Right? And like the amount of shit I got, because she's 16, right? Like all this shit. I'm like, dude, you basically posted her like in just a tube top. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, that's the step too far for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, Gridman seems great. I kind of want to, like, can we swap shows? Like, can we swap?
I think we could. We'll see.
Can we add it?
I'm just saying.
Can that be the bonus that we watch by ourselves? And
That show, it does things so specifically for me that I think that come the end of this year, I'm not gonna have any other pick for what my favorite show is.
That show to me just looks cool. I don't get any of the references.
Like there's like you can tell there's an animator at his desk and his desk is full of toys. All the coolest shit ever.
American Western, whatever.
Yeah, and it's like and he just like and he's so lazy to come up with his own ideas.
He's just like,
He's just like, I'm just gonna put that toy in here.
It's right here. I'll just model it.
Yeah.
All right.
He's like, done.
That's funny.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool that way.
Nice.
Yeah, next week, episode 7, guys.
Let's do it.
We'll see what
Lucky
happens in
number
the
7.
second half of the season.